Good evening and welcome to the Whaler Guys. We're here at 20-28 Sargent Street, world headquarters of the Whaler Guys.
That's right.
And the Whalers Brigade. Tonight we're on Hartford Hockey.
Our sister channel, Hartford Hockey. We're welcome, guys. This is our Facebook Live, and of course we're here live at HPA TV Studios at 20-28 Sargent Street in Hartford.
I just said that.
I know, but I'm telling
That's
these
the
guys.
opening.
These guys over here.
Because they're
You're talking to those guys.
Hey, listen.
All right, listen.
So it is Jerry Irwin, Peter Hindle on that side
That's
of the blue
right.
line. Sometimes in the penalty box if he misbehaves.
It happens.
Good evening to Ashley, Lindsay, Joe. We appreciate you tuning in.
That's
Apparently
right.
you have no lives, but that's okay. We appreciate you tuning in. We are going to talk hockey.
I mean, we're talking real hockey this time.
But
you
I
know,
will say, this is a tough time of the year for us because it's April.
yeah,
It's supposed to be getting warmer. It's warmer today.
yeah,
And it's kind of, you have the baseball season going on.
yeah.
Opening games have started.
Yeah.
The rivalries have started. The Red Sox-Yankees opened
Yeah.
up a series last night.
They did.
But for us, the warm weather also brings in Stanley Cup playoffs.
Yeah, we are heading for that. So that's the great thing is that we're going to give our predictions. We may get them all wrong, but we think we got some
But
tidbits.
we don't get paid. If we
No,
get
yeah,
it
we
right
don't
or
get
wrong,
paid.
so
You know
it
what? You
doesn't
can't
matter.
fire us. So anyway, hey, look at me. I picked Vegas to be dead last. And
All
what did they
season.
finish? Third in the season? The whole, like, they're better than 2017?
Yeah.
Better than the Canadians? Better
Yeah.
than the Rangers? Better than Detroit?
Better than the
it's-
Bruins.
Yeah, hopefully.
Gabe Rose, Gabe Rose is watching.
Hey, Gabe.
Good
There's
evening.
a Whaler guy.
That's right. So, what are we starting with tonight? You got the bracket, Lindsay?
Let's see the
put up
first picture.
bracket.
Let's take a look at the matchups here. And this is a complete matchup here. So you got the Predators, Avalanche, Winnipeg, Minnesota.
Yep.
The Las Vegas Golden Knights
Yep.
against the LA Kings, which is a great rivalry already.
Yes.
Anaheim Ducks,
And
San Jose Sharks. And why don't you do the Eastern
The
Conference?
Eastern Conference, we have the Lightning and the Devils, the Bruins and Toronto,
Oh, wow.
Capitals and the Blue Jackets, and finally the Penguins and Philadelphia Flyers. The Battle of Pennsylvania.
And that's where we're going to start. Lindsay, let's check the next slide. What do we got going on here?
I tell you, this could be a really rough and tumble series.
Yeah, right now we have a picture up for those guys in the Hartford Hockey page. You can't see it, but we have a picture up of the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Closer.
Yeah,
They can't
Pittsburgh
see it.
Penguins
They're all going to go freaking
and the
blind.
Philadelphia Flyers. So this is an
right.
interesting matchup from the standpoint that Pittsburgh has won 2 cups. We all know that. They've had kind of, they haven't really had the greatest regular season in the world, and the Flyers really turned it on kind of late, got into the playoffs. This could be a good series, but I'm going to start out with a prediction right away. I don't think that Philadelphia is going to beat Pittsburgh, but I
No.
think it's going to go 6 or 7 games. So I'll say Pittsburgh in 6. But I do think it depends on how well the Pittsburgh goaltending is. Now, we know that Pittsburgh has a 26.2% power play. It's the best in the NHL.
Wow.
And, the Flyers have always had some kind of goalie issues every now and then.
Yep.
So, what do you think? Pittsburgh?
We have Sean. Sean is watching
Lanning.
us. Yeah, Sean Lanning, nice to see
Whaler
you.
guy's got a Whaler plate.
Thank you. Oh, good man.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in. I would predict Pittsburgh in 6 as well, and that's I think being generous to the Flyers.
Generous.
Just because Pittsburgh has a lot of depth.
You know what? When you think about it, it's true that Pittsburgh could win it 5.
They could.
It depends on, and this is very cliche, but I mean, if the Flyers go down 2-0, I mean,
I'll
see
see
you
ya.
nothing.
Yeah, forget it.
But that's just about almost any team in the NHL. But
It is.
But you need to split, especially against teams won 2 Stanley Cups. All the scores they have. That power play, 26.2%. That's the best in the league.
You got a Connecticut connection with Bonino.
Yeah.
He's no slouch either.
Yeah.
He's a hustler out there.
Right.
And, he brought the cup here the last time. And,
That's right.
And they're defending champions.
Yeah.
So they have a lot to lose.
He went to the Predators, right? He's on
Oh,
Nashville.
I'm sorry. Yeah, he went to Nashville.
Last year
yes.
he was on Pittsburgh.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Now
did.
he could be playing Pittsburgh, but we'll
He
get to
could.
that later.
Yeah, that's another topic of conversation. Where do you want to go next?
All right, Lindsay, next slide. We'll get next slide.
you got them in order
I
tonight.
have them in order.
Wow, you have your stuff.
Some kind of order.
Your stuff together.
But yeah, stuff. It's just stuff.
Yeah,
It's
we
a
can't.
4-letter word.
Matthew Berry's watching. Hey,
Matt,
Matthew.
another Whaler guy.
Good man.
All right, so we got the Washington Capitals and the Columbus Blue Jackets. Now, this is interesting because you're a Tortorella fan. So, where do you see this series going?
Seeing where he came from, and it was such a train wreck.
Yeah.
I have to be happy for the guy. And again, you know, you don't have to like him as a guy, but let me tell you, as a coach,
Yep.
he'll light the fire under your pants.
Yeah, that's true. And they're a year older, a year wiser. That Columbus team last year was very good. They got beat by the Penguins. I think it was in 5 games last year. This year they got the Capitals, and the Capitals always have that same thing where they can get to the first round, they can get to the second round, and then sayonara. So,
Well, you have two teams,
Yeah.
the Blue Jackets and the Capitals. What do they have in common? Well, one of them can't make it out of the first round.
Right.
The other one can't make it out of the second round. So Columbus has never made it out of the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah.
And Washington's never made it past the second round
Right,
of the playoffs.
right.
So, you know, I love Ovechkin. I think he's a great player. I've always said he's such a hustler. He's a great leader for that club. But they just can't get over the hump.
Yeah.
And, you know, they can do so well. They obviously didn't have the point totals that Nashville or Tampa Bay had,
Yeah.
even Las Vegas. So, you know, I want Columbus. I'm going for the underdog,
who do you think's going to win?
Washington.
All right. In Washington in what? How many games?
Well, the problem is Columbus, I think, peaked too early this year.
Yeah.
Before the playoff, they inched in with the first wild card spot.
Right.
They were on a tear all season. So I'm going to pick Washington, and I'm going to be nice to the Blue Jackets and say 6. But it could
yeah.
be over in 4.
I would like to see, yeah, it's going anywhere.
Well,
it's over before 7 games. That's all I know.
It depends how Bob's doing in goal.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
Bobrovsky,
Yeah.
if he's not hot, that team is shot.
Yeah, you're totally right about that. And, you know, and unfortunately, in 18 playoff games, Bobrovsky is an 8.87 percentage. So he's not even in the 90s in his playoff. It gets a little bit better when you add the 2 playoff series that he had against Columbus. But overall, there's a little bit of an issue with the goaltending. And don't forget that the Capitals also have some goaltending thing. You know, Brandon Holtby is not the #1 guy anymore, which is pretty amazing because he's a great goaltender. But, you know, he's had his struggles this year. So the Capitals probably will do what they always do, and they will advance probably to the second round. I've got the Capitals in, I hate to say it again, but yeah, poor Columbus. I got Capitals in 5, and you said...
I'm being generous with
Yeah,
6.
6. All right, so we both got the Capitals in that one. Jerry in 6, and Pete in 5. All right.
I have a little information that's been sent in by one of our helpers over at
Breaking news.
Whalers Brigade. Canadians tomorrow night are wearing hockey jerseys this Thursday to honor Humboldt families.
That's
So,
right. We should mention
you know,
that.
you know, we're very, very sorry about what a horrible tragedy happened up in Saskatchewan.
Yeah.
You know, young people doing what they love to do, play hockey
Right.
on the way to a playoff game. And, you know, our hearts and our prayers go out to the family of all those young men who died.
Coach too.
The play-by-play guy.
Yeah,
It's quite a community up there in Saskatchewan, and you know we just want to, as hockey fans and you know passion and me as a father, I can only imagine what they're going through, and we're very sorry for your loss, and as part of the hockey community, we have our thoughts and prayers with you.
Yeah, absolutely. It was just a horrendous accident, a terrible thing to hear about it. And you know, that's what you love about Canada, is that their hockey teams, no matter what level they are, I mean, they're behind them 100%. You know, something like this is just devastating to a community. You know, it's a really sad story to hear.
It is.
And it's nice to see the hockey community around the world kind of gather around and you know, give support to this community up in Canada. Especially with I love the thing with put the hockey stick out and put the light on your front porch. I think that's fantastic. Really cool thing. So that's kind of you know, you'll see these patches on the players throughout the playoffs. So they're going to wear the Broncos
and it was
patch.
it was on the news today that the NHL sent decals of the Broncos to all the NHL teams and said if you want to wear them, you can on your helmets. So I think that's great that the NHL is also reaching out to help. You know, with the loss up there.
We really wish the best and you know the healing for that to happen, because it's like I said, it just you know, a whole community is you know, greatly affected, and we're all affected. Just hearing the story, it's you know, incredibly sad. They're very young. Most of the kids were just you know, either around high school age, you know, seniors, high school, that type of thing. So you know, pay attention to that as you do it. And if you want to put your light on and put a hockey stick on your front porch, you know, you should do that. It's a nice gesture to to the people that are struggling right now. But
back to the playoffs. We have someone else watching. Who's watching over there?
J.W. Buddha is watching.
Hey,
He's got a
good
whaler
evening.
plate. Nice
That's
job.
right.
He's got the Liute whaler plate.
Oh, good man.
Yeah, Liute won. So if you see
I'm
him on the
still
road,
waiting
wave
for
to
mine.
him.
You're waiting for yours.
Yep.
So
I'm still waiting for my plate.
We'll
Yeah.
keep you posted on that.
Yeah, if you're ordering plates, it's about 6 to 8 weeks, so it does take a little while. So hang in there, but keep ordering them. They're about selling about 3 a day, license plates, since the beginning of the year. So that's not bad. We're getting close to 400 already in April.
So we are with the Capitals and Blue Jackets. And what is your prediction?
We picked the Capitals to win
did?
that.
You
yeah,
did?
I picked 5. I got them in 5, Caps in 5. You got Caps in 6.
Okay.
And we're going to move on to the next series. Next slide here. We got the next playoff matchup, which I think is a big one for you.
It is the Bruins in Toronto.
Yeah.
I didn't personally want the Bruins to play Toronto first. Toronto has had a greatly improved season.
Yeah.
They did a great job, a great team, and I think they're good. I think the Bruins are going to have to play extremely hard. And like we discussed, I think 2 weeks ago, with Brandon Carlo going down, that's the one defenseman they don't have.
Right.
But they did get McAvoy back.
Yeah, huge player.
Yeah,
I mean, very impressive. Yeah.
And some of the stats, believe it or not, Toronto beat the Bruins in the season series 3 games, 3-1.
Oh, 3-1.
3-1.
Oh.
3-1 in the season series.
Yeah.
And when you look at what the Bruins have done this year, and we talked about the plus-minus rating, and it's just amazing with their defense.
Yeah.
ESPN actually came out today and said this could be the most compelling first-round series in hockey this year. Toronto, like I said, won the season series 3-1.
Yeah.
And the people of Toronto are so passionate. I must say, you see them out there in front of the stadium in that esplanade of, the whole place covered with Toronto jerseys, and they're going crazy out there.
Yeah.
The Toronto Maple Leafs only made 96 tickets available to the general public.
Wow.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
So I think that is outstanding.
Yeah.
Yes and no. I think it's great for hometown pride. I believe that hometown club, as we have always said here in Hartford, that we supported our club, and I think this is great because they are pushing their people into that stadium.
Yep. Yeah. Why not? It's interesting to note that the Bruins have 6 rookies going into this playoff. That's probably maybe their Achilles heel, is that you don't have so much experience. But at the same time, these 6 rookies haven't had any problem adjusting to any level of play at this point. Now, also, since Toronto has moved over into the division with the Bruins, are you ready for this stat? They are 34-34-1.
What was that stat? I'm sorry.
So since Toronto moved over into the Atlantic Division, the all-time record between the Bruins and Toronto is 34-34-1. So, I mean, granted, that's not, these are teams all, since when they moved over. What would they move over, 98, 99? I can't remember when they moved, but they've been in the division almost 20 years.
Yep.
And so they're pretty knotted up right there. Toronto, of course, Austin Matthews is back, and he still had, 27 goals in, limited amount of time with injuries. It's a great series, and I can't believe I'm saying this. I can't believe I'm saying this. The Bruins are going to win this series in 7. I almost threw up.
7?
Yeah, I almost threw up.
Really? You're going 7 on this one?
Yeah, I got Bruins in 7. What do you think?
My daughter has said Bruins in 6. Pete says anyone over the Bruins.
Yeah, I do say that's correct. How did she's already got my bracket filled out for me.
But I'm going to say, I'm going with 6. I don't think it's going to go 7.
Bruins beat them in 6.
Yes.
We'll see.
I'm interested actually to see how Ryan Donato does.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
He's like you look at him, he's like 12 years old.
Well, I think we talked about
but he brought another young spark, just like McAvoy did last year.
Yeah, and we talked about the Bruins having incredible presence on the ice in terms of their plus-minus is good. They don't make a lot of mistakes. I'd love to see Toronto move on. This is the only original 6 matchup in the entire playoffs. So it's a good one. And don't forget the 2013 is still lingering. There's some Toronto people that remember that series very well, some players maybe too.
They were down when the Bruins, 3 games to 1.
Yeah, and they lost that game when the Bruins came back, and boy, that's still got to leave a sour taste in your mouth. So I'm picking Bruins in 7. You're picking Bruins in 6.
Yep.
And I hope we're both wrong. So anyway, Lindsay, next slide. I'm getting ill. We got to talk about other teams. Next matchup we have. Next slide.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, with the Lightning, the one thing that really, and just to go back to the other game for one quick second, they said the determining factor in the Bruins and Maple Leafs is going to be the Bruins are going to beat them because the Bruins' defense blows Toronto out of the water. And just like you said with the plus.
So I believe that, yeah.
So now we get to this great matchup with the Lightning and the New Jersey Devils.
Wow.
New Jersey, just like Colorado, both really improved clubs this year. You remember they were dead last.
Yeah. J.W. Buddha says Toronto in 6. So
Interesting.
I'm going to write that down.
Write it down so we can check back
Buddha,
with JW
T
there.
in 6.
Yep.
All right, it's on the docket.
All right, great.
We'll check back. All right.
Thank you very much, JW.
Yeah.
I'm picking the Lightning. They've been a powerhouse all season.
Yeah.
Kucherov is an unbelievable player.
Yeah.
Stamkos is healthy.
Yeah. Very good player.
Ryan
obviously.
McDonough they picked up from the Rangers.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. And
so
it's like the
quality
Tampa Bay is like
defenseman.
the new Rangers.
Sure.
For the last 6, 7, 8 years.
I'm going to 5 games.
5 games.
For the Lightning.
Lightning in 5.
I really believe, and I think I'm being generous. Devils, definitely with Taylor Hall. He had a multi-goal performance the other night. He's healthy. The difference, Kincaid beat out Corey Snyder as the starting goalie and has had, a really good season. The edge to Tampa Bay, and several media outlets are reporting a short series.
Yeah.
So
I kind of feel that way too. Actually, I do match you on this. I just feel that while it's impressive the Devils, don't forget they're the worst team in the NHL last year. Here they are in the playoffs. They did not play so poorly against Tampa Bay during the regular season. However, there's 2 stats that sting you. One is Tampa Bay scored 290 goals this season to lead the NHL. 290 goals. So that makes Kincaid and Snyder, the goaltenders from the New Jersey Devils, they are the keys to the series. Because if they don't play, they got to play almost a little bit out of their realm because. That much scoring power from the Tampa Bay Lightning, and you know how fast they are. And plus, they were conference, they were President's winners last year. I think they were. So that's something to pay attention to. The fact that Tampa Bay is just so good right now. But hey, if the Devils find a way to knock off the Lightning, that really helps out the Bruins and all those other teams.
Sure.
Too. But I have New Jersey losing in 5 games to the Lightning. So
5. Well, both of us 5.
5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now.
Next slide, right?
Yeah, next slide, yep. Brandon O'Connor is watching. Good evening,
Hey, Brandon.
Thank you for joining us. What do we have next? We have the Jets in Minnesota, the Wild.
Yeah.
The Wild trailed off towards the end. And when you look at that division, look at Nashville. Just destroying everyone with the President's Cup.
I know.
They had a phenomenal year.
Yeah.
And their goal song that you like so much.
It's not bad. It's all right.
Tim McGraw.
Yeah.
Like it.
It could be, but it should be Johnny Cash. I'm just telling you. That's what it should be. Yeah.
Jesus.
Really? Or even Elvis would be better.
No. Modern country, not the twangy stuff.
No. Modern country is pop country. We're not going to get into this.
All right, don't get into it.
Look, you're
going to lose.
I take classic country over modern pop country. 4 games. Sweep. There's my pick.
You'll be by yourself.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's talk Jets.
All right.
In Minnesota.
Jets in Minnesota.
Yep.
What are you thinking?
You know what? This is sorry Minnesota. I got the Jets in 4. I'm just riding the Jets.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Make it 5. 5. Jets in 5.
All right. I'm going Jets in 6.
Jets in 6.
I like the Jets.
Yeah,
I think
do
they
too.
were. Their goaltender Hellebuck has had a hell of a season.
Yep.
And he was on.
It's time.
On fire. And yes, for the people of Winnipeg,
it's time.
We want you to succeed in this
Winnipeg.
series. Nothing against the Minnesota the crowds and fans because
you
you have
great city.
outstanding.
Got your team back. Minnesota's doing what Hartford dreams of doing, getting an NHL team back.
Yep.
But I just think that it's time for Winnipeg. I think they got it right this time. I think they're zoned in, and
Gabe has a great line here.
Yep.
Go Jets! Got to support the only WHA city in the playoffs.
That's right, and we're pulling for them. So I got the Jets in 5. You got the Jets in 6. We're feeling good about that.
I'm pretty confident. with that.
Yeah.
I'm impressed with how the Jets played this year. Former Bruin Blake Wheeler definitely had a great year. And again, how can you not go for Hellebuck, who has had a phenomenal season? Okay, we have 5 minutes left, so we have to move along.
All right, let's move on to the next slide.
Along.
Yeah, next slide. We got 2 matchups left.
All right.
Oh, we got 3 matchups left, right?
We have the Predators and Avalanche.
Yeah.
Predators, President's Cup trophy winners because of the most points.
Yeah.
And again, Nick Bonino playing for the club.
That's right.
Now that I'm not being an idiot. Interesting. I'm just going to go really fast through this.
Yeah.
When you look at the head-to-head,
Yeah.
Colorado, Nashville. Goals for during the season series.
Yeah.
10 goals for Colorado, 8 for Nashville.
Wow.
Goals against, 15 for Colorado, 2 for Nashville.
Wow.
That's because of Pekka Rinne.
Yeah.
Yep. The guy's amazing.
Yeah.
Shots for, 30-16 Colorado. Shots against, 27-21 Colorado.
Wow.
Full strength goals, 22 for Colorado, 8
Wow.
for Nashville.
Wow.
Full strength goals against, 7-1 Colorado.
Wow.
You get over to the Avalanche, 3.1 goals per game, all situations, 10th in the league.
Right.
9.3% team shooting, 6th in the league. 91.9 team save percentage, 8th in the league.
Wow.
This is the Avalanche.
Yeah.
Then you get the Predators, 3.2 goals a game, and that's 8th. Then you have 8.9 shooting percentage, 12th in the league, and then the save percentage of 93.2, they are 1st in the league.
Wow. Yeah, I know. And we talked about Colorado too. What a turnaround for them, getting into the playoffs. This is the matchup they have. I respect Colorado, and I think that they're probably going to win a game or 2 in the series. But I still think the Predators will win.
Ashley and Matt are predicting Predators sweep.
Sweep. I was in that realm, but these stats give you something to think about.
You do.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna go 5 games.
5 games.
5 games.
Series for 5
for the Preds.
I'm going to back Matt and Ashley and go Predators in 4.
Wow.
What are you going to do about that? All right, next slide. We got 2 more matchups to go. We got a couple minutes. We're getting down to the wire here.
We are. Okay, LA Kings and your Las Vegas Golden
They are
Knights.
mine. I am indentured to them.
Oh,
because,
no. We have the Ducks
oh,
and the...
I'm sorry.
I'm
Ducks,
sorry. That's the wrong one.
Ducks and Sharks, which is always a matchup.
I really can't stand either team.
Yeah, and it's not just that, but you know what? This is one of those things where it's a pick-em to me.
I want to go out and shave Joe Thornton's beard.
Yeah, I don't know what's really going to happen now. So now the Ducks have they got Ryan Miller in net.
Yep.
So that this is a veteran goaltender here. But you know what? It's a pick 'em, really. It really is to me. So I'm going to say.
And I hate Perry.
Yeah.
We have 2 minutes left.
Yeah.
I hate Perry.
Yeah.
I want San Jose to crush the Ducks.
All right,
Doug,
I got San
Doug
Jose in
Jones, if
6.
you're watching, I'm sorry, but I don't want Anaheim to win.
I got San Jose in 6. What do you got?
I'm going San Jose in 6.
6.
Yes.
All right.
All right.
Last matchup. We
The
gotta
big
wrap
one.
it up.
Las Vegas Golden Knights and the Los Angeles Kings. Going to give you some stats first.
All righty.
The Kings picked up the 2nd wild card slot. Kings had the edge in scoring in the season series, 11-10. Las Vegas, goals per game, 4, 3.27, 5th in the league. LA, 2.89, 16th in the league.
Wow.
Power play percentage, 21.4, 11th in the league for Las Vegas. 20.4, 17th in the league for LA.
Wow.
Goals against, 2.74, 8th in the league for Las Vegas. 2.46, LA, 1st in the league.
Wow.
Penalty killing, 81.4, 12th in the league for Las Vegas.
Not bad.
85, 1st in the league for Los Angeles. Talk
Good
about
stuff.
pretty damn close.
It is. That's going to be one of the better series, and I'm going to go.
I'm going Las Vegas.
I'm going
We
Las
have-
Vegas,
We have
too.
1 minute left. 1 minute remaining
I
in
got
the
Las
period.
Vegas in 6 games, and you've got
I'm going
Vegas
Las Vegas in 5.
5.
I think they're going to get the best of Las Vegas.
Wow.
No disrespect to Jonathan Quick.
J.W. Budas
another.
is Nashville in 5 games, so he's got Nashville in 5
Okay.
games. All right. What do we got left? Anything left?
That's it. We mentioned that. No, we actually covered everything tonight without going home with any notes that we forgot to tell you about.
Don't forget the Faniversary this Friday, Arch Street Tavern, put on by the Hartford Whalers Booster Club. come on down. You'll be surrounded by a bunch of Whaler fans. It'll be a great photo event for Facebook and live and all that. We'll probably do a Facebook Live from there maybe, or something like that. So that's this Friday at the Arch Street Tavern. I believe it starts at like 5:30 or 6 p.m. But check the Hartford Whalers Booster Club page.
Yes, and if you have any questions, email us.
Yeah.
We're the Whaler guys. You guys are the Brigade. We are One Nation Under Green, and thank you very much for watching. Take care, everyone.
Have a good night. Bring them back.